Welcome to Anna English Podcast. Today, you will practice 100 daily routine English sentences. This lesson is for A1 and A2 English learners. The sentences are slow, simple, and useful for real life. First, listen to the sentence. Then, repeat after Anna. Do not worry if your pronunciation is not perfect. Just listen, repeat, and speak a little more every day. Let's begin. Part 1. Morning routine. Sentence 1. I wake up at 6:30. Now you repeat. I wake up at 6:30. Sentence 2. I get out of bed slowly. Now you repeat. I get out of bed slowly. Sentence 3. I open the window in the morning. Now you repeat. I open the window in the morning. Sentence 4. I make my bed every day. Now you repeat. I make my bed every day. Sentence 5. I go to the bathroom. Now you repeat. I go to the bathroom. Sentence 6. I brush my teeth. Now you repeat. I brush my teeth. Sentence 7. I wash my face with cold water. Now you repeat. I wash my face with cold water. Sentence 8. I take a quick shower. Now you repeat. I take a quick shower. Sentence 9. I dry my hair after the shower. Now you repeat. I dry my hair after the shower. Sentence 10. I put on clean clothes. Now you repeat. I put on clean clothes. Good job. Keep your voice slow and clear. Sentence 11. I look in the mirror. Now you repeat. I look in the mirror. Sentence 12. I comb my hair. Now you repeat. I comb my hair. Sentence 13. I check the time on my phone. Now you repeat. I check the time on my phone. Sentence 14. I read my messages. Now you repeat. I read my messages. Sentence 15. I drink a glass of water. Now you repeat. I drink a glass of water. Sentence 16. I make breakfast in the kitchen. Now you repeat. I make breakfast in the kitchen. Sentence 17. I eat eggs and toast. Now you repeat. I eat eggs and toast. Sentence 18. I drink coffee in the morning. Now you repeat. I drink coffee in the morning. Sentence 19. Sometimes I drink tea instead of coffee. Now you repeat. Sometimes I drink tea instead of coffee. Sentence 20. I eat breakfast slowly. Now you repeat. I eat breakfast slowly. Excellent. You have practiced 20 morning sentences. Now let's continue. Part 2. Getting ready and leaving home. Sentence 21. I pack my bag before I leave. Now you repeat. I pack my bag before I leave. Sentence 22. I put my keys in my pocket. Now you repeat. I put my keys in my pocket. Sentence 23. I take my wallet with me. Now you repeat. I take my wallet with me. Sentence 24. I check my calendar. Now you repeat. I check my calendar. Sentence 25. I look at my to-do list. Now you repeat. I look at my to-do list. Sentence 26. I put on my shoes. Now you repeat. I put on my shoes. Sentence 27. I close the door carefully. Now you repeat. I close the door carefully. Sentence 28. I leave home at 8 o'clock. Now you repeat. I leave home at 8 o'clock. Sentence 29. I walk to the bus stop. Now you repeat. I walk to the bus stop. Sentence 30. I wait for the bus. Now you repeat. I wait for the bus. Very good. Listen again. Speak clearly. Sentence 31. I take the bus to work. Now you repeat. I take the bus to work. Sentence 32. Sometimes I go by car. Now you repeat. Sometimes I go by car. Sentence 33. Sometimes I walk to school. Now you repeat. Sometimes I walk to school. Sentence 34. I listen to music on the way. Now you repeat. I listen to music on the way. Sentence 35. I listen to English while I travel. Now you repeat. I listen to English while I travel. Sentence 36. I arrive at work on time. Now you repeat. I arrive at work on time. Sentence 37. I say hello to my friends. Now you repeat. I say hello to my friends. Sentence 38. I sit at my desk. Now you repeat. I sit at my desk. Sentence 39. I turn on my computer. Now you repeat. I turn on my computer. Sentence 40. I start my day with a simple plan. Now you repeat. I start my day with a simple plan. Great work. Now we will practice sentences about work and study. Part 3. Work and study routine. Sentence 41. I check my email in the morning. Now you repeat. I check my email in the morning. Sentence 42. I answer important messages first. Now you repeat. I answer important messages first. Sentence 43. I write notes in my notebook. Now you repeat. I write notes in my notebook. Sentence 44. I have a meeting at 10 o'clock. Now you repeat. I have a meeting at 10 o'clock. Sentence 45. I talk with my team. Now you repeat. I talk with my team. Sentence 46. I ask questions when I need help. Now you repeat. I ask questions when I need help. Sentence 47. I try to stay focused. Now you repeat. I try to stay focused. Sentence 48. I study English for 15 minutes. Now you repeat. I study English for 15 minutes. Sentence 49. I read one short English text. Now you repeat. I read one short English text. Sentence 50. I learn 5 new words every day. Now you repeat. I learn 5 new words every day. Excellent. You are halfway done. You have practiced 50 sentences. Let's continue. Sentence 51. I write one sentence in English. Now you repeat. I write one sentence in English. Sentence 52. I repeat new words out loud. Now you repeat. I repeat new words out loud. Sentence 53. I listen to a short podcast. Now you repeat. I listen to a short podcast. Sentence 54. I practice speaking by myself. Now you repeat. I practice speaking by myself. Sentence 55. I make mistakes, but I keep trying. Now you repeat. I make mistakes, but I keep trying. Sentence 56. I take a short break. Now you repeat. I take a short break. Sentence 57. I drink some water. Now you repeat. I drink some water. Sentence 58. I stretch my arms and back. Now you repeat. I stretch my arms and back. Sentence 59. I look outside for a minute. Now you repeat. I look outside for a minute. Sentence 60. I go back to work after my break. Now you repeat. I go back to work after my break. Nice job. Now let's practice lunch and afternoon routine. Part 4. Lunch and afternoon routine. Sentence 61. I eat lunch at noon. Now you repeat. I eat lunch at noon. Sentence 62. I usually eat rice, vegetables, and meat. Now you repeat. I usually eat rice, vegetables, and meat. Sentence 63. Sometimes I buy lunch near my office. Now you repeat. Sometimes I buy lunch near my office. Sentence 64. I eat with my friends. Now you repeat. I eat with my friends. Sentence 65. We talk about simple things. Now you repeat. We talk about simple things. Sentence 66. After lunch, I feel a little sleepy. Now you repeat. After lunch, I feel a little sleepy. Sentence 67. I drink tea in the afternoon. Now you repeat. I drink tea in the afternoon. Sentence 68. I check my schedule again. Now you repeat. I check my schedule again. Sentence 69. I finish small tasks first. Now you repeat. I finish small tasks first. Sentence 70. I try not to waste time. Now you repeat. I try not to waste time. Very good. Keep repeating after Anna. Sentence 71. I have another meeting in the afternoon. Now you repeat. I have another meeting in the afternoon. Sentence 72. I speak slowly and clearly. Now you repeat. I speak slowly and clearly. Sentence 73. I listen carefully to other people. Now you repeat. I listen carefully to other people. Sentence 74. I write down important information. Now you repeat. I write down important information. Sentence 75. I finish work around 5:30. Now you repeat. I finish work around 5:30. Sentence 76. I clean my desk before I leave. Now you repeat. I clean my desk before I leave. Sentence 77. I turn off my computer. Now you repeat. I turn off my computer. Sentence 78. I say goodbye to my coworkers. Now you repeat. I say goodbye to my coworkers. Sentence 79. I go home in the evening. Now you repeat. I go home in the evening. Sentence 80. I feel tired but happy. Now you repeat. I feel tired but happy. Excellent. You have practiced 80 sentences. Only 20 more. Part 5. Evening routine. Sentence 81. I arrive home around 6 o'clock. Now you repeat. I arrive home around 6 o'clock. Sentence 82. I take off my shoes. Now you repeat. I take off my shoes. Sentence 83. I wash my hands before dinner. Now you repeat. I wash my hands before dinner. Sentence 84. I cook dinner at home. Now you repeat. I cook dinner at home. Sentence 85. Sometimes I order food. Now you repeat. Sometimes I order food. Sentence 86. I eat dinner with my family. Now you repeat. I eat dinner with my family. Sentence 87. We talk about our day. Now you repeat. We talk about our day. Sentence 88. I help clean the table. Now you repeat. I help clean the table. Sentence 89. I wash the dishes after dinner. Now you repeat. I wash the dishes after dinner. Sentence 90. I take a short walk after dinner. Now you repeat. I take a short walk after dinner. Great. Now let's finish with night routine sentences. Part 6. Night routine. Sentence 91. I watch a short video in the evening. Now you repeat. I watch a short video in the evening. Sentence 92. I call my friend or my family. Now you repeat. I call my friend or my family. Sentence 93. I prepare my clothes for tomorrow. Now you repeat. I prepare my clothes for tomorrow. Sentence 94. I write my plan for the next day. Now you repeat. I write my plan for the next day. Sentence 95. I review the English words I learned. Now you repeat. I review the English words I learned. Sentence 96. I brush my teeth before bed. Now you repeat. I brush my teeth before bed. Sentence 97. I turn off the lights. Now you repeat. I turn off the lights. Sentence 98. I go to bed at 11 o'clock. Now you repeat. I go to bed at 11 o'clock. Sentence 99. I close my eyes and relax. Now you repeat. I close my eyes and relax. Sentence 100. I am ready for a new day tomorrow. Now you repeat. I am ready for a new day tomorrow. Amazing work. You have practiced 100 daily routine English sentences. These sentences are simple but very useful. You can use them to talk about your morning, your work, your study, your afternoon, your evening, and your night. Remember, you do not need perfect English to start speaking. You just need simple sentences. Listen every day, repeat every day, speak every day. Little by little, your English will become more natural. Thank you for listening to Anna English Podcast. If this lesson helped you, please subscribe for more slow English listening and speaking practice. Keep learning, keep practicing, and I will see you in the next episode.